family for over 100 years. My father has farmed here for over 30 years. I grew up here and it was a dairy milking farm. I moved away, went to university and got a job and worked in London for a few years before moving back in 2006. The reason I moved back is because I wanted to try something different on the farm and actually see if we can take the farm in a different direction while still maintaining it as a viable food production unit. And one of the things I didn't enjoy about farming when I grew up here was the relative isolation. It is very much an industry at the moment where it's one man sat on a tractor using machinery to do the work, and it excludes other people from the process, which isn't what I wanted. So I knew that I had to engage with the local community, one for my own sanity, and two because for a small hill farm such as ours, we needed to do something in a slightly different fashion, and engaging the local community and showing them where their food comes from, and then hopefully selling them that food, seemed to close the loop and complete the circle and just made complete sense. The way that we've developed has been a very organic process. We've responded to needs as they've come up, and we've fulfilled the needs of the community as they've showed themselves. So it started with the classroom to offer the wet weather alternative to the forest schools, which were exclusively outdoor run, even in bad weather for rain and so forth. It was always outdoors. But then to be able to offer year-round access to the farm and to show the primary school kids and the secondary school kids and the further educational young adults, we had to have that space. But then once we had that space, obviously we needed toilets, and then as soon as we had the toilets we realised we could offer up more groups, but then we needed car parking spaces and so on and so forth. The learning experience at Treflach is special because we feel we're able to offer something that's so grounded within the local community. The people who actually come to us, the people who are eating the produce that we're growing and rearing on the farm, they're finding out how the animals live before it ends up on their plate. And it's a bit more real and it's a bit more understandable for people who don't necessarily have all the information given to them or on a plate for them. This is a way that they can actually understand in a very real setting of where their food comes from. The way that we'd like to see the farm develop with regard to the educational access is very much looking at expanding the experience for the people who are already coming to the farm. We are able to offer the day services for adults with learning difficulties and also the school children. We've had a number of expressions of interest from different organisations who'd like to be able to come from a little bit further away, so from inner city schools and other private colleges and things. But to be able to offer that, we need to have residential accommodation, and that's the way we see ourselves going forward.